What's going on, YouTube? Samurai. We're back with another reaction. It's been a while since we done a Lovebites reaction, so I figured it was past due to come back around and give them another go. I have enjoyed, I think has it been two or three? I think maybe 3 songs I've reacted to, and I've enjoyed them. This has been a huge request ever since the very first one. And it's definitely something that I've been interested in because it includes this Chopin intro. I'm not exactly sure which, I guess not song, right? Because they're not really composition, I should say. I'm not a big classical guy. I know like the cliches and the most famous ones and whatever, but I've never listened to much classical music. Of course, I know Chopin, and I'm sure maybe I have heard this, but I don't know exactly which composition this is. I guess we'll figure it out. Anyways, today we got Swan song. This is 5 of a Kind. I'm assuming that's like the tour or something, or maybe the album. Not sure. And this was in 2020 in February. So let's go ahead and give this a go. Started in 5th gear already. Looks like a digital grand piano. That was awesome. A beautiful start. Beautiful guitar. Nice. That was cool. I know I kind of paused maybe mid solo or whatever. That was nice how they switched. It was guitarist on the right playing the solo, and then it went to the left, and then they had this sort of call and response thing going on for a little bit, almost like a pseudo delay. Uh, Left would play something, and then the right would play the same, a little bit slightly delayed. So that was cool. It was a dope solo as well, by the way. Go back a little bit and let's keep going. Crazy on the piano, man. Wow. So awesome performance as the other ones were. They have a great stage presence, and it's just very fun to watch them perform. Again, I love the white dresses and the lyrics. Right, they go against the cliches of metal, dark lyrics, a lot of Satan or whatever, black clothes. So they go against a lot of that, and I know somebody explained in the comments once that that's the whole point, and the lyrics here are basically that, very uplifting, and if this was your last day, if this was the last day you could live on this earth, would you still go on accusing someone for today? It's better to fail than not anything at all. It's not the length, but the depth of life that counts. Amen. It's definitely the case. It's not about how long you live, it's about the quality of your life and what you do with it, with the time that you do have. We don't know how much time we have, so that really is insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Were you a good person? That's first and foremost. Are you holding on to grudges? Are you bitter? Are you, an asshole? Whatever. And so it's just a really uplifting song, and the lyrics, are definitely that. Floating lotus, you are so graceful, saintly and glorious, till the end of time. Floating lotus, you are so beautiful, sing me your sweet song, the legend of the Swan. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I love the fact that they, go against those cliches like that. And speaking of cliches, one thing that I noticed was let me hold on. Let me get these names right. So the bassist Miho, the one thing I noticed was she was playing a jazz bass, or at least a clone of a jazz bass. Definitely looked like one. I don't think it was a Fender, but anyways, it is, speaking of cliches, like that's not typically something you would see in a metal band, right? You would have some other sort of bass. I mean, jazz basses are, mostly used in jazz, rock sometimes, blues, soul at times. If they're not using like a P bass, they might be using a jazz bass. But that's something that I noticed. It's not. It's definitely like a generalization and a cliche, right? You don't have to play a certain type. Like you don't have to play. You don't have to play metal on a Schecter or on a Jackson or whatever other ESP, or those are what I can think of at the moment. But anyways, I guess the equivalent would be like playing a Telecaster, or I got a Fender shirt on, I forget about that. Playing a Telecaster, or like a hollow body guitar, playing metal with one of those guitars. You don't typically see that, right? Because you can certainly pick whatever instrument for whatever genre, but there are certain instruments that fit a certain type of music in a certain category much better than others, and they perform better in that sense, right? So you typically wouldn't see, uh, you know, uh, a Gibson 335 playing metal, right? You typically see that in a jazz setting or a blues setting or whatever. That's just something silly I picked up on. It doesn't really mean anything. But the drummer, phenomenal. Haruna, wonderful job. I really love those star symbols. I've never seen them, I've never seen anybody else use them. Singer, great delivery as always. Lyrics, awesome. Uh, the the piano though, I definitely think stole the show. That was awesome, especially when they incorporated it towards the end, when the fast riffs were going on and you could hear the piano just cutting through the mix. It was super dope, super fast playing, and very classical. Very classical based, obviously with the Chopin intro, and awesome solos from both guitars, Miyako and Midori. Just a great sound, and great energy, and great lyrics. What more can you ask for, right? So, hope you guys enjoyed. This has been another Samurai reaction. If you guys did like the video, make sure you hit the like button down below, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button with the bell notification. Feel free to check out my Patreon as well. But this has been Samurai. Arigato and sayonara.